Hi everyone, another lovely day, and because it's so nice I thought I would actually do some drawing outside today. We're going to be looking at another perspective technique, and we're going to be thinking about how if you want to draw a winding road or a winding river, how you can use perspective to help you. Because so far in previous lessons we've looked at scenes with very straight lines. Well, winding roads, winding rivers, they don't have straight lines, so how can we use perspective and guidelines still to get an accurate sense of depth? That's what we'll be looking at, and I'm going to be, as I say, drawing outside. I'll just show you my setup now. So there you are. Perhaps this proves that you can actually draw anywhere. I've set up my tripod on the patio and I'm actually going to be drawing on the floor. Alright. So, a winding road scene using 1 point perspective. The first thing we need is our eye line. You don't need to use a ruler, just keep it all quite nice and natural. And we're going to be using 1 point perspective, but we're going to be using multiple 1 point perspective. So first of all, let's have a vanishing point in the centre there, and if we were drawing a straight road, we could just do that. That's going off to that vanishing point. But we want the road to start bending and winding. So if we're going along the road and it's going straight and then we decide it's going off at a different angle, what we need to do is put a very faint guideline across where we want it going off at that different angle, and then we decide which direction it's going in. I'm going to have it going over in this direction, so I'm going to put a new vanishing point in there. And then I draw new guidelines in from these points here to that vanishing point there. Okay, it looks a bit complicated there, it will make sense in a second. So this is the new road we're going off on. I'm now going to wind it round a bit more, put a horizontal line across, a new vanishing point, new guidelines going off there. Now at this point here, so at the moment we're going around like that, sweeping round, but I wanted to go back the other way because it's a winding road. A new guideline in, and I will have another vanishing point there. Put the guidelines in like that. So you've got lots of guidelines going off in lots of different directions. I'm now going to try and make some sense of that and try to define the lines I want to keep. So I know the edge of the road is coming around here. I'm not going off there. I'm carrying on around here. I'm not going off there. I'm carrying around up here, and then it's going to bend around, back around on itself over here, like that. Now, when I come around this way, you see I'm softening those lines out. I'm putting curves around those strong angles, because those strong angles, they are just guidelines. And there, that is our winding road. These lines here, we just ignore those now. Okay? So we need to make a bit more sense of it. I'm just going to rub out the guidelines that are no longer needed. Like that. There we go. And that is a little bit clearer, but what I need to do now is I need to put it in an environment so it's not just a wiggly shape. So I'm now going to just start drawing in a bit of landscape around the scene. And the landscape, you don't need any guidelines for this. You can just use your imagination. So I'm softening everything up. Make it look like it's going through a ravine. Just sketch some trees in. Just a bit of controlled scribbling to suggest plants. Sorry about all the noise in the background. I think someone's mowing their lawn. Tree in the foreground here. Just make these bigger so you sort of defining that sense of depth. I'm now going to add a little bit more detail, but I'll speed the next bit up. So there you go, that's how you can use multiple one-point perspective to put bends in a road. You can use the same technique if you're going to do a bendy stream. In future lessons we're going to look at how we can put that together with actually having an undulating road as well, so going up and down hill. Have a go at it, see what you can come up with, be creative with the landscape that you put your road into, and have fun. And I'll see you soon. Bye!